There's a candle burning low on the table. Same old kitchen, same old chair. I can still smell your cologne in the fabric. Ghost of your hand still resting in my hair. Rain been falling since the morning, tapping soft like your fingers used to do. Every drop is calling out a memory. Every memory keeps calling out for you. Oh, I don't need the whiskey, I got you running through my veins, and this old house still whispers your name. Come back to me slow, baby. Come back to me true, like the moon comes back every midnight blue. I got your kisses locked up in my bones. Honey, this heart was never meant to be alone. Come back to me slow, come on home. We used to dance right here on these floorboards, barefoot laughing, losing track of time. Now I'm dancing with the shadows on the wallpaper, moving to a love that used to be mine. I keep your letters in a cigar box, read them when the loneliness gets deep. Every word you wrote still burns like sunlight every night I fall asleep. Come back to me slow, baby. Come back to me true, like the moon comes back every midnight blue. I got your kisses locked up in my bones. Honey, this heart was never meant to be alone. Come back to me slow, come on home. Just gets quiet, sleeping in the corners of my mind. And on nights like this, when the wind gets to howling, I swear I can feel you moving close behind. So come back to me slow, baby. Come back to me true, like the moon comes back every midnight blue. I got your kisses locked up in my bones. Honey, this heart was never meant to be alone. Come back to me slow, come back to me whole. Come on home. Summer nights on that old porch swing, fireflies writing letters in the dark. You had that record player spinning slow, something sweet and full of heart. I remember your hand finding mine, like it always knew right where to go. And the way you hummed off key on purpose, just to hear me laugh, just to steal the show. I don't need you here to feel it, that kind of love don't ever leave. It's stitched into the quiet, living soft up under my sleeve. Oh, I still got the sweetest thing you gave me, wrapped up safe where the hard times can't get in. A porch light glow and a song still playing. Honey, that's the kind of love that don't grow thin. Still got it deep within. You danced me slow through the kitchen light, sock feet sliding across the floor. Told me stories about your mama's cooking, kissed me sweeter than the night before. I don't chase that feeling anymore, baby. No, I just sit back and let it stay. 'Cause some love don't need to be forever, some love just needs one perfect day. Oh, I still got the sweetest thing you gave me, wrapped up safe where the hard times can't get in. A porch light glow and a song still playing. Honey, that's the kind of love that don't grow thin. Still got it deep within. Some nights I put that old song on just to sit inside the glow again. Ain't no sadness in the missing, just gratitude for where I've been. So I still got the sweetest thing you gave me, wrapped up safe where the hard times can't get in. Oh, porch light glow and a song still playing. Honey, that's the kind of love that don't grow thin. Still got it deep within. 20 years and you still steal the blanket. 20 years and I still let you win. Your laugh got a little rough around the edges, but it still gets me every time it begins. We don't need candlelight to feel it. Kitchen lights enough to see you clear. Gray's creeping into both our mornings, and baby, I ain't never been less scared. Some folks chase the fire, I'll take the steady glow. Every single morning I choose you, and you already know I still choose you. Over every road not taken, I still choose you. When the whole wide world gets loud, ain't no younger love could ever hold a candle to the quiet kind we built, and I'm still proud, still choose you. Still choose you now. You still hum the same 3 songs off key. Forget my coffee order every day, but you remember how I like the silence when the hard days try to steal my say. We done buried some good years already, buried some hard ones right along beside. But every single dawn I find you next to me, feels like winning every single time. I still choose you. Over every road not taken, I still choose you. When the whole wide world gets loud, ain't no younger love could ever hold a candle to the quiet kind we built, and I'm still proud, still choose you. Still choose you now. Chasing Tuesday mornings slow and true. There's a whole kind of love in the ordinary, and I found every bit of mine in you. So I still choose you. Over every road not taken, I still choose you. When the whole wide world gets loud, ain't no younger love could ever hold a candle to the quiet kind we built, and I'm still proud, still choose you. Still choose you now. I'll keep choosing you somehow. I wasn't looking for you in that doorway. Wasn't looking for that jacket or that walk. 10 years dressed up in a stranger's shoulders, till you turned around and stopped my clock. My coffee went cold in my hand, baby. Didn't even notice till the waitress asked me twice. 'Cause you said my name like no time had happened, and my whole chest caught on fire, caught on ice. I ain't ready for this feeling. Didn't pack my heart for you tonight, but here you are, still looking at me like I'm still your favorite side. Well, look what the evening brought me. Cross paths again, out of nowhere, out of time. 10 years and you still know just how to stop me. Cross paths again, and Lord, I'm not sure I mind. Cross paths again. Cross paths again. You ordered the same thing you always ordered. Still stir your drink round 3 times, not 4. I forgot how you laughed before you finished talking. Forgot how bad I wanted that before. We're standing here like no years happened, like the hurt got left back on the shelf. And I don't know if I should run, sugar, or ask you to come sit down and tell me about yourself. Well, look what the evening brought me. Cross paths again, out of nowhere, out of time. 10 years and you still know just how to stop me. Cross paths again, and Lord, I'm not sure I mind. Cross paths again. Cross paths again. Playing tricks on a heart that healed too well. But if you ask me right now to follow you home, baby, I don't know if I could tell you no. How pass again. And Lord, I'm not sure I mind. Cross paths again, baby. Cross paths again. We danced where the factory whistle cried, back when our shoes were too loud for the floor. Your jacket smelled like borrowed summer. Mine was stitched from a thrift store. You said you'd leave before the winter learned your name. I said I'd follow if the rain agreed. But life has a way of changing trains while you're still counting what you need. There was a promise carved in soda glass, half sweet, half shaken in the hand. We laughed like nothing had a witness, like time was something we could stand. Nobody told us youth is just a door that locks itself on the other side. We married other names, other houses, other rings, but I still hear you in the cracks of everything. Like a song that never learned to end, just learn to hide between. Yeah. We married other lives, different beds, different skies, but your shadow still knows how to find my. When it tries to pretend we didn't write our lives in disguise. I saw you once at a grocery line. You were arguing with changing time. Your hands looked like they forgot my language, but your silence spoke in mine. You were a man I've never met before, standing where you used to stand. And I smiled like I didn't recognize the map I used to hold in my hand. They say love fades like ink in water, but they never watched it sink instead. It settles deep where nobody reaches and keeps on talking in your head. And every year that moves between us feels like it learned our names too well. We married other names, other houses, other rings, but I still hear you in the cracks of everything. Like a song that never learned to end, just learn to hide. We didn't write our lives in disguise. If I could undo one moment in my history, I wouldn't change the falling, just the leaving part. So we could have learned how to become strangers without pretending we forgot the start. But the truth is, a stubborn musician, it plays the notes you try to deny. And even in a room full of witnesses, I still hear you reply. Other lives, and I don't know what it means, but love don't care for what time intervenes. It just sits where the silence leans. I don't call you, you don't call me, but some nights we answer each other anyway. She works the night shift at the end of the town, where the phone lines hum like a tired prayer. Every call that comes without a number somehow already knows she'll be there. She doesn't say hello, she listens first to the silence trying to become a voice. Some ask for weather, some ask for mercy, some just call to hear a lost choice. There's a man who rings every Tuesday at 2, never speaks, just breathes like rain. She swears she can hear a kitchen behind him and a woman calling another name. But love don't always die. Sometimes it forgets how to arrive. She connects the lonely to the nowhere, where goodbye never learned to land. And every broken line keeps falling through the space she understands. She don't fix the signal, she holds it like a wound that still wants to speak. In the office of forgotten voices, where the silence gets too deep. Years ago she had a Sunday morning, coffee warm, a hand in her hair. A man who promised he'd return soon, like soon was something still fair. He left with a suitcase full of weather and a map that never reached back home. Now every call that sounds like laughter feels like dust inside a tone. One night a voice said her old address, said, "I think I finally found the line." She froze with her finger on the switchboard, like time had stepped out of design. Some echoes don't fade, they just learn different ways to stay. she understands. She don't fix the signal, she holds it like a wound that still wants to speak. In the office of forgotten voices, where the silence gets too deep. Oh. Tonight the system starts to tremble, every line lit up in pale blue flame, and every caller sounds familiar, like they've all been calling her name. Then his voice arrives without warning, soft as rust on an iron door, saying, I didn't leave you, I just became the reason you answer anymore. Tonight she doesn't let it in. She holds the line a little longer, like love that learns to bend. And every ghost inside the wiring finally learns to breathe. In the office of forgotten voices, where no one ever leaves. Clock stops arguing with midnight. The switchboard hums like sea and stone. And for the first time in years, she doesn't feel alone. I met him like a passing song in a crowded midnight room. He laughed like he already knew me, like we were out of tune. His hand brushed mine like a question he didn't need to say out loud. And the world got a little softer underneath that crowd. We walked through Bourbon Street talking like time was just a joke. He told me love ain't forever, it's a breath you almost spoke. I remember how the neon trembled in his tired eyes, like even light was listening, not ready for goodbyes. I didn't know you can meet forever, and something that don't last the night. He was my last light on Bourbon Street, burning bright and gone too soon, like a blues note hanging fragile under a breaking moon. He was my last light on Bourbon Street, and I still feel him in the air. Some love don't ask permission, it just disappears from there. We stopped beside a broken doorway. He said, I used to fear the end, like it was just another stranger you learn to call a friend. Then he smiled like he was leaving before he even said goodbye. And I thought it was just distance, not the shape of time. There was no warning in the silence, no thunder in the sky. Just a moment turning heavy before I knew why. Some hearts don't break like thunder. They just stop keeping time. He was my last light on Bourbon Street, burning bright and gone too soon, like a blues note hanging fragile under a breaking moon. He was my last light on Bourbon Street, and I still feel him in the air. Some love don't ask permission, it just disappears from there. They say he left this world so quietly, like a candle losing flame. But I still hear him in the distance, calling my name the same. And I don't ask for explanations, no reason makes it right. Some love arrives in a lifetime, just to leave inside the night. Street still sings without him, but it don't sound the same. And I walk through all that silence, calling his flame. She keeps church bells in her pocket, not the sound, just the after rain. Like Sunday forgot to finish praying and left her with everything. She don't walk like she's forgiven, she walks like she learned the cost of every love that ever held her, then quietly got lost. The world don't ask her questions, it already knows her kind. Women who love too deep to surface and leave pieces behind. There's a man the thunder breaking, more like weather changing form. She still talks to him in kitchens when the cattle starts to cry, like grief is just another roommate who never learned goodbye. The radio plays old confessions through a voice that's almost kind, and every note sounds like something she should have left behind. But she got church bells in her pocket, ringing when she tries to sleep. Like love don't end when it is over, it just learns to keep. She got church bells in her pocket, and they don't ask her why she stays. They just remind her softly, some love don't go away. She tried to give them to the river, but water don't take that kind of weight. It just carried them a little further, then brought them back to fate. Now she smiles at strangers gently, like she knows what they don't say. Everybody's walking wounded in their own Sunday way. One night she thought she heard him calling from a place that had no sound, but it was just her own heart learning how to echo underground. And she didn't try to fix it, she just let it play on through. Some love don't need returning, it just changes you. She still got church bells in her pocket, but they don't feel like pain no more. They just sound like something sacred she survived before. She still got church bells in her pocket, and when the night gets heavy and still, they remind her she's still living, and she always will. And the silence don't feel empty, it feels like something true, like every bell she ever carried finally rang her through. She walked into a place that didn't keep records, just borrowed versions of what might become. Behind the counter, time was sorting envelopes with no names, no return, no sum. A clerk didn't look up when she entered, just asked, "You here to collect or to give?" She said, "I think I'm returning my future. It stopped knowing how to live." He waited like it had texture, like it might still remember her face. Then nodded like this wasn't unusual, just another misplaced place. where nothing bad had yet occurred. A laugh she never used out loud, a promise she never heard. The room got slightly quieter, like it recognized the trade. And somewhere behind the lightning, something in her unmade. The clerk said you can't undo direction, but you can release its name. She said, I'm not here for correction, just something less in flames. So she signed away tomorrow in a pen that barely wrote, and the ink turned into water that refused to stay afloat. She signed away tomorrow, not in grief, not in regret, just a woman learning time don't belong to what hasn't happened yet. Outside, the city didn't notice. It kept walking like before, but her steps got a little lighter, like they weren't dragging anymore. A stranger asked if she was leaving. She said, not leaving, just not ahead. And the word future felt less like promise, more like something misread. That night she slept without tomorrow, and nothing came to ask her why. No visions, no ghosts, no waiting, just a very honest sky. And for the first time in a long time, she didn't rehearse the end. She just lived inside the breathing that didn't need to pretend. She returned a future quietly, no ceremony, no pain, just a soft release of something, that never learned her name. She returned a future quietly, and the world kept moving on, but she stayed inside the present, where she'd been all along. Now she wakes without tomorrow, and nothing feels half gone, just a woman and her heartbeat, learning how to belong. Jukebox coughs up old confessions in a bar that forgot its own name. Coins hit the glass like forgiveness that never learns the same. The bartender counts the shadows like they owe him something real. Every laugh in the corner table is just another thing to feel. Somebody's crying in rhythm, but nobody calls it pain. It's just part of the music breathing through a rusted window pane. walks to a glass half gone, says love is just poor timing, with the patience worn down long. His words spill into the whiskey like they've nowhere else to stay, and the ice keeps on pretending it can't understand decay. The room don't ask for answers, it just learns how to endure. Every story gets a little heavier, but nobody keeps score. Midnight pays in change, never whole, never clean. Every broken heart gets traded for a version in between. Midnight pays in change, and the cost is never clear. Just a slow and quiet knowing that nothing disappears. A neon sign keeps flickering like it's trying to confess, but every time it almost says it, it forgets the rest. Outside, the street is breathing slow, like it's tired of being known, and every step feels borrowed from somewhere not its own. Someone hums a song with no beginning, and it feels like something true, not because it's understood, but because it passes through. And for a moment everything existing stops pretending it is new. Just a room full of almost, learning what not to do. Midnight pays in change, no receipt, no final line, just the sound of things unraveling in a patient, slow decline. Midnight pays in change, and nobody walks away. They just learn how to keep breathing in a language made of gray. The bar stays open longer than any 1 minute too, and the night keeps counting nothing, like it knows what to do. A woman notices him without agreement from reality, not as a person, but as recurrence without stability. At intersections he becomes almost recognition, then fails the final step into continuity. In a cafe he is already leaving before arrival. In a bookstore he is present only as a hesitation. The city does not hold him, it reassigns him across unrelated configurations. Sometimes he stands beneath a bus stop sign, sometimes he is not there at all, and the absence feels equally structured, like it belongs to the wall. She stops trying to confirm him, because confirmation keeps changing its method. Each observation edits the result, until nothing remains consistent. What cannot remain fixed cannot be fully met. He is the man who never lands, not here, not there, not twice, just repeated near existence across shifting city light. And every almost encounter breaks before it becomes a claim. He is the unfinished pattern that refuses to take a name. A cafe owner describes him differently each time the question is asked, as if memory is negotiating with something it cannot grasp. A street crossing holds his outline briefly, then returns it to unknown form. No one agrees on his direction, not even the storm. She starts to map inconsistencies instead of trying to find him whole. And the map becomes more accurate the less it tries control. Every version contradicts the last without causing collapse, as if contradiction itself is part of the overlap. Uncertainty begins to feel like an interruption of truth. Oh, he is the man who never lands, not here, not there, not twice, just repeated near existence across shifting city light. And every almost encounter breaks it before it becomes a claim. He is the unfinished pattern that refuses to take a name. One night she stops adjusting reality, lets all versions remain intact, and suddenly the city stops correcting itself for lack or fact. He appears in every possibility at once, not unified, not resolved, just distributed across moments that never evolve. And for the first time, he does not disappear. Presence itself. He's the man who never lands, and she no longer insists that love must become a rival to truly exist. The city continues moving without resolving its shape, and she walks through all versions of him without need an escape.